Alright, so as you guys know, previously in another video, I purchased these fitted lens turn signals for the Supra. So on my cousin's car, we already tested it out and tried spray painting the two-tone to it. So now it's time for me to do it. I'm gonna get a little bit more in depth than I did with his car and show you guys how I do it. So if you guys want to recreate this look or recreate this style of turn signal, you know, you guys could do it as well. It's a pretty simple process, I would say. So let's get to it. Alright, so first off, we have the turn signal. Obviously, we need to identify where it's going to be orange and where it's going to be, you know, clear. So if you look in here, I don't know how well you can see it because of the reflection, but there's like this little border in here. So what you want to do is tape off from the outer border this way. So from here this way, we'll start taping out from this border out. Alright, so pretty much like this, we're going to start off. We're going to tape everything else over here. So you guys already saw how we taped it off. So with the pre-89, this little border right here, this whole little piece right here, on both sides, it comes black. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit all this. We're going to hit all this with the orange, let it dry perfectly. And then we're going to tape it all off again, just to paint this little trim black to try to like make it look as close to the OEM as possible. And just like that, we have it all taped off and ready to go. Alright, so next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean the surface. You know, it's pretty clean surfaces, they are new. So, you know, I'm just here with like a light acetone, well, not a strong acetone, more like an alcohol. Clean it off with the alcohol and start getting it spraying. Alright, so pretty much prepped the surface already. I didn't sand it last time with my cousins. I didn't sand it either, and it worked pretty well, so we're gonna do the same process here. So the paint we're gonna be using is the Creole stained glass. Color is the tangerine orange. You know, it gave me the results I wanted with my cousin's car, and it was really close to the actual OEM finish of the side markers. So, you know, that was a good thing. We got it as close as possible to the OEM finish. So we're gonna hit these with it, probably do like 4 or 5 coats, and we should get that finish we want. So first coat, barely see a hint of orange. I think you can see more orange in the camera than you actually see in person, but give it the first coat, give it a little bit of dry relatively quick. So I'll probably give it like a minute, just, you know, to set a bit, and we'll go again with the second coat. Alright, so as you guys can see, after a few coats, it starts getting a nice orange finish. So we're gonna let that sit for probably a couple minutes. Come at it and start getting it with the heavier coats. And I believe this is more of like a tinted clear. The issue we experienced originally was having like a foggy finish. So at first when you spray it on pretty heavy, it starts giving that foggy finish, but just let it sit, give it time, and then it should come out to a nice clear finish. Alright guys, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, go check me out, Amateur Builds on Instagram. I always link it down in the description, my Instagram and my Twitter, and now I started on TikTok as well. So if you guys want to give me a follow, go ahead, give me a follow. And you know, I want to give a shout out to Night Run Garage for blowing up my phone right now with the lights. I don't know how well you can see it. But Night Run Garage, shout out to you. So as you guys can see, I have a couple high spots in this area and this area. Kind of went a little too heavy. The spray pattern isn't really the best for, well, at least to my preference. So I'm gonna let this dry out. It should come out, but I think with a couple more coats we should be able to finish this off. And hopefully, you know, it comes out to a nice finish and we don't have to like sand and redo it. But I think we should be good. So one with the heavy coat, hopefully that evens out the high spots we have. So we'll just let it sit on the sun and go prep the other one and start painting the other one as well. So sadly, we had runs. It's not what I wanted. So with this one, I'm gonna just try to stick to light coats and just long strokes to avoid that. But yeah, wow, so it actually turned out way better than I had thought with the dripping and stuff. So once it settles down, the paint actually goes down super flat. I'm pretty hype how it ended up coming out. Still working on that other one, but we'll get to that one and finish it in a bit. Alright, so both have been sprayed. This one's been sitting out for a little longer, so now we're gonna peel it off and see how it turned out. Let's get a little bit more close. And just like that, we have our two-tone turn signals. Now I'm just gonna let this sit probably for a day or two till it fully dries out, and then we're gonna tape it all off, hit the whole trim with a little bit of a black paint, call it a day. So we'll move on to that part, which is probably a few days in the future. So fast forward. All right. So I actually had said that I was gonna wait a couple days to hit it with the black and get that little trim piece, but they actually dried out quicker and fully in just a matter of minutes. So I'm gonna hit it with some black paint now and try to get that OEM finish with that trim and everything. So give me a second, I'll come back to you guys with the final result. So as you guys can see, I have it all taped off and ready to go. So it's pretty easy. You just lay down the tape and then you come at it with like a small blade or an X-Acto knife. And since it is like, I don't know exactly how you would describe it, but it has kind of like a border, so you could sit the blade in there and just slice all the way through to get the nice clean cut. Now I'm gonna hit it all around too to try to make it look as nice as possible. So yeah. I don't know how well you guys could tell, but this is finished product. I'm pretty hype on this. It actually looks really close to OEM. So let me get you guys with a little bit of a better close-up.